Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri, wa yassir li amri, wahlul uqdatan min lisani, yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. Dear brothers, sisters, parents, teachers, respected guests, and honorable judges, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Please take a moment to look at yourself and then look at the person next to you. Notice the life in their eyes and the motion in their hands. What if I told you that every living thing on this planet, the towering trees, the migrating birds, the coral reefs, and even the smallest single-celled organisms, all created and connected by something simple, something we all share in common? That something is right here. Have you ever looked at a drop of water and realized that it holds the secret of all life? As said in the Quran by Allah that every creature is created from water, and said by Lucy Larcom, an author in 1892, that a drop of water, if it could write down its own history, would explain the universe to us. Every plant, every animal, and every human being, all are created from and with a majority water. Without it, the earth becomes lifeless, silent, and barren. Yet, with a little rain, Allah transforms the dead land into a green paradise. Truly, water is the sign of Allah's power and mercy. Understanding that life originates from water reminds us of our dependence on Allah. It not only builds humility in us, but also strengthens our faith that creation is not random. It's perfectly designed by the Creator, Allah. Today, let's explore the shared story of life's origin from water, viewed through the lenses of both Quran and modern science. We instinctively know water is special, but what if its significance goes far deeper? Before we begin, let me introduce our team. I am Afia.
Hajra,
Azin, Muazza, Aiza, Maryam, Amina.
Each one of us worked on different parts of this project, from research to designing and preparing the presentation. Now, let's begin. Let the Quran lead our thoughts. So, we will begin with a beautiful ayah of Surah Al-Anbiya, Surah 21, ayah 30, recited by Azin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أولم ير الذين كفروا أن السماوات والأرض كانتا رتقا ففتقناهما وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء حي أفلا يؤمنون. Have those who disbelieve not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joint entity, and we considered them and made from water every living thing? Then will they not believe?
From the tiniest cells to the vast oceans, water is the essence of life. Science discovered this recently, but Allah, Al-Khaliq, the Creator, and Al-Alim, the All-Knowledgeable, revealed it centuries ago that life starts with water, not food or sunlight. As we explore further, an ayah of Surah Al-Furqan, Surah 25, ayah 54, will be recited by Amina.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نسبا وسحرا وَكَانَ رَبُّكَ قَدِيرًا. Translation. And it is He who has created man from water, then established for bound of kingship and marriage. And your Lord is ever all powerful to do what He will.
This ayah mentions that life starts with water and continues. Science is the backbone and the support for this. Science tells us that life began in water. Molecules combine to form DNA and proteins, forming the first cells. Over time, these cells evolved into complex organisms. As said by Paul Davies, the origin of life is one of the greatest outstanding mysteries of science. Every cell contains 70 to 90% of water. Water moves nutrients, regulates body temperature, removes wastes, maintains cell structure, and enables energy production. Truly, water is a sign of Allah's mercy and blessing upon us. Without water, cells cannot survive. Did you know that in the brain there are 74% of water, heart 75%, muscles 74%, eye 95%, lungs 83%, kidney 79%, blood 94%, and bone 31% of water. MashaAllah, every single part of our body contains water. About 70% of our body contains water. Without water, cells cannot survive. Therefore, pointing to one thing, that water is the foundation and the origin of all life. Now, my friend Hajra will take us through the rest of this journey.
In 1953, Stanley Miller and Harold Urey recreated early Earth conditions in a laboratory. They managed to produce amino acids, the building blocks of life, proving that water and energy could naturally form the first molecules of life. Miller later published his findings in a scientific journal titled A Production of Amino Acid Under Possible Primitive Earth Condition. NASA has also discovered water on Mars and icy moons like Europa. This shows that the essential ingredient of life, water, exists beyond Earth, meaning life could possibly form wherever water is found. As we look at water as the source of life, here is the recitation of Surah An-Nahl, ayah number 10 and 11 by Maryam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هو الذي أنزل من السماء ماء لكم منه شراب ومنه شجر فيه تسيمون ينبت لكم به الزرع والزيتون والنخيل والأعناب ومن كل الثمرات إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يتفكرون. Translation. He is the one who sends down rain from the sky, from which you drink and by which the plant grows for your cattle to graze. With it, He produces for you various crops, olives, palm trees, grapevines, and every types of fruits. Surely, in this is a sign for those who reflect.
This verse shows how water gives life to everything around us. It brings greenery to the earth, nourishes plants, and provides humans and animals with food. Without water, nothing could survive. It's truly the source of life. Even today, science agrees that water is the key ingredient for life to exist. That's why scientists like those at NASA are searching for water in space, because where there is water, there can be life. Now let's explore the scientific science as mentioned in the Quran, Surah Al-An'am, ayah number 99, recited by Azeen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وهو الذي أنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به نبات كل شيء. And it is He who sends down rain from the sky, and we produce thereby the growth of all things.
This ayah beautifully shows how water is the source of all life. Today, science also confirms that every living cell, whether it's a tiny microorganism or a large plant or a tree, needs water to survive. It's amazing how Quran mentioned this truth 1400 years ago, while science has discovered it recently. To understand the guidance of Quran better, here is Surah Ashura, ayah 28, recited by Aiza.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وهو الذي ينزل الغيث من بعض ما قنطوا وينشر رحمته وهو الولي الحميد. Translation: He is the one who sends down rain after people have given up hope, spreading out His mercy. He is the guardian, the praiseworthy.
This verse shows that life begins through water and reminds us of Allah's mercy. Understanding that life originates from water as revealed in Quran and confirmed by science strengthens our faith. It reminds us of Allah's perfect knowledge, encourages reflection on His creation, and shows that exploring the nature is the way to get closer to Him. Throughout our presentation, we have seen how water gives life and balance to everything around us. But beyond science, water reminds us of something deeper: Allah's mercy and power in every drop. Let's reflect on the path of knowledge as mentioned in the hadith recited by Muazza.
Whoever follows a path to seek knowledge, Allah will make the path of paradise easy for him. By Sahih al-Muslim.
Learning about the wonders of creation isn't just knowledge. It's a way to get closer to Allah. When we connect what science has discovered with what Allah has already told us, our faith goes stronger. Because in the end, every discovery leads us back to the Creator. Alhamdulillah, as we come to the end of our journey, think for a moment about a single drop of water. It might seem small, yet within it lies the miracle of life, the heartbeat of a planet, the source of every plant, every organism, every human being. Water reminds us that even the simplest thing carries the greatest blessing. As Ali radiallahu anhu said, the most complete gift of God is a life based on knowledge. Let us take this gift to heart, to see, to understand, and to protect the wonders around us. May we always reflect on the signs of Allah in His creation and feel gratitude for the blessings. And may this lesson always stay with us. Save every single drop of water, for even the smallest drop holds the miracle of life. Because when we truly recognize the miracles of life, even the smallest drop can teach us the biggest lessons. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. جزاكم الله خير for listening. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.